thank you so much for being here. This is where you can come hang out with us every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on QVC. And this is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, Anderson's Seafood is the one that when it comes to fancy tablecloth restaurants, to the ones that have the big pages of reviews, this is where those fancy places get their seafood from Anderson Seafood. And this is a flavorful, easy to cook, elite seafood experience. This is wild caught lemon pepper sole. Now, you're getting all of this, and these are big because every time I present these and I look at them, I'm like, I always forget how big they are. And they're on free shipping. So take a break from chicken and get this light, delicious, full flavor. They're all individually wrapped. They are on 5 easy payments of $24.20, but those 5 easy payments go away at the end of the day. I do have auto delivery every 60 days for 1 year. Chef Rick Roman is here to talk to us all about them. I'm so excited these are in the show. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Good to see you. And so
that was such a good setup.
Oh my gosh, Anderson Seafood. I feel like when I talk about Anderson Seafood, I feel like I should stand up a little straighter and use a fancier voice because these are the big dogs.
Okay, so you said it. They've been in the business for over 50 years, providing picky chefs like myself. I had a restaurant and catering business. That's how they built their reputation, and it's about the quality of the seafood and the source. Now, this, like you said, is wild caught from cold Alaskan waters, that flaky, mild, and just melt in your mouth sole. And the lemon pepper, it's not a peppery spicy, it's just an accent of flavor. And you can see how flaky this fish is. It literally just is fork tender, falls apart. Notice how the coating is not overly done. It's just enough. So a little bit of lemon, a little lemon zest, a little bit of seasonings, a little bit of like garlic and parsley. Good. And it just melts in your mouth. And this is from frozen. It's going to only take about 12 to 14 minutes in the oven or air fryer, and you have a delicious center of the plate entree.
It's so good.
And by the way,
and
you're
layered in flavor
because it's the coating has a little bit of rice flour. It's
like
gluten-free.
You like that?
So this is gluten-free.
You know what, too? And I want to point out in the front, here's your ingredient profile because whitefish takes on, whitefish gets along with everybody. It's just, it plays so well with flavor.
It does. And to me, this is a classic preparation. Lemon is such a great acid and burst of flavor with fish, in my opinion. But then just a little bit of seasonings, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of that cracked pepper. And this is what you have. And you said it before, individually blast frozen. So when you get it,
look how big that is. Wait, this is my hand.
Yeah, the size of that.
Bigger than my hand.
So you can see all the beautiful seasonings. All you do is cut this open from frozen, put it either in your air fryer. Sorry, I'm eating while I'm talking.
I do it all the time.
On my food.
Thank you for making me not feel alone.
Air fryer oven, and literally in 12 to 14 minutes, this is ready to go. And what I love about it is the fish doesn't dry out because it's been coated. So many people, I think, when they buy fish, they go, well, what am I going to do with the fish, right? And this only has 230 calories,
so good.
16 grams of protein. So you want to talk about a smart, healthy decision for the spring weather coming
How
up?
important is wild caught?
For me, wild caught is super important because farm-raised fish, and there's some great farm-raised fish, don't get me wrong, but you have to know what they're feeding it. When it's wild caught, it's coming out of the water as it was intended, and this is coming from those cold Alaskan waters. It's then filleted, deboned, deskinned. We do everything, flash freeze it with this delicious coating, so it's as fresh as it can be without you actually eating it fresh out of the ocean.
I'm crushing. I'm almost. Yeah, it's almost half gone.
I love it.
I'm crushing one of them because I mean, look at all the different meal ideas.
Yeah, so you can use this center of the plate entree, no doubt. Now this is, like I said, this is done in the oven. So all we do is put it on a little sheet pan, put it in the oven. So in the oven, it'll take a little bit, maybe about 14 minutes. In the air fryer, it's probably like 10 minutes because the air fryer is quicker. But look at that sandwich. You want to talk about a delicious, light, and absolutely decadent fish sandwich. You can put a little bit of...
Looks like there's a little capers in the tartar sauce, too.
A little tartar. Yeah, capers.
Brilliant.
Now, I love the fact that the seasonings on this fish are so perfect that you can have that burst of flavor without adding anything. But if you want to spice it up with some sauce, some tartar, you certainly can.
You do not need to. And I mean, but if you wanted to make it with a little pasta and a little lemon pepper sauce to go with the lemon pepper sole, that would be a beautiful thing. You could play with your herbs that you're growing from Roberta's right now too, and you could really add a fresh layer to it. Every year in my veg truck on the deck, I like to grow a different food, meaning one year I grew mojitos. Another year I grew pizza. And it was just like basil.
Pizza and mojitos. I'm coming over there.
but it's more of a theme than anything else. I mean, I think this year you could grow the veg that you need. Grow some fresh parsley, and that'll add a little green to that. That
See how flaky
bite
that is? Look at
so
that.
good. And I could air fry them if I wanted.
You can, and you can see how delicate it is. In fact, I'm going to take another bite here because I know the camera's coming in close on me. But look at this. Look at the color of that fish, that bright white wild-caught fish, and notice how it's not dry. That is one of the things I think so many people, when they cook fish, they overcook it. This coating acts as like a little blanket on the fish, so it really maintains all that moisture. And
so
for
good.
me, if you don't eat a lot of fish, sole is a great fish to start with because it's not a heavy, oily fish. It's a really delicate, delicious, and tender fish.
More than half gone.
You're almost got
More than half gone. I woke up. I'm not kidding. I woke up and I stood up out of bed and my stomach went. I was like, oh, it's going to be that kind of day.
It's going to be.
But think about when you come home from work or come home from running a bunch of errands and you may think to yourself like I do, if I have to look at one more chicken breast, I'm going to lose my mind.
I laugh. We eat chicken so often, but I love it.
We do too.
It's the funny thing
And
is,
we love it.
This is so quick. It's like you're taking it from the freezer. There's no planning. This is literally 12 to 14 minutes in the oven, and you're eating dinner or lunch or over a salad. So you could cut it 1, 2, 3, 5 of these at a time. You can take as many or as few out of the freezer, and you have a meal within less than 20 minutes.
And think about the auto delivery. I mean, the auto delivery comes every 60 days for 1 year.
Yep.
So now, okay, busy summertime, the kids are in camp, a lot of stuff going on. You've got it covered. But then come fall, well, gosh, you know, we're eating a lot of heavy foods. I wish we had some lighter choices. Keep this on the auto delivery. It'll come every 60 days. And it's easy to tuck into your freezer because they're all individually blast frozen.
I love that. They're like,
so easy.
You can kind of find little nooks and crannies. And sole, if you've ever seen the fish, it's more of a bottom-dwelling fish. So it's a very broad fish, but it's not super thick. So to your point, you could slide this in the freezer, and that also allows it to cook really quickly. But you see all the herbs, the lemon, the pepper, and I always tell people, don't be afraid by the pepper part of it. The pepper is like an accent, because sole is such a mild flavored fish. The pepper just gives that little burst of punch of flavor, and then the lemon zest that's in there with a little bit of parsley. You can see how beautiful those herbs and seasonings are. Just a delicious bite, easy to prepare. It's one of our customer favorites. I think this was a customer food choice award winner, and you know, I'm so glad that I was able to give you a complete full lunch. Center of the plate. I know.
There's about 2 bites left.
Somebody always tells us, like, Rick's always eating on TV, and it's true because, you know, smell it. The food is so good.
It's so delicious. And one of the questions that we get all the time is everything at QVC that you eat on air really that good? And I go, it is, but I definitely have favorites. This is one of them.
You know,
this is absolutely one of them because it feels so decadent. And it feels like somebody went through a lot of trouble that you didn't have to. And it feels special. I mean, every night doesn't have to be something that you cooked for 2.5 hours. Grab this and it feels celebratory.
Yeah, and I'm just going to say 2 things. One, first of all, the weather changing warmer. This is a perfect warm weather fish dish because it's light, it's flaky, the lemon and pepper. The other thing is because you're getting 12 portions, I'm just doing the math. It's about $10 a portion. I think about sometimes I go to get like a coffee and a muffin at a drive-through, and it's probably about the same price as a wild-caught seafood that you can have a center-of-the-plate entree. So with the way things are now, I mean, to be able to have this in your freezer and be able to have wild-caught fish at just within 20 minutes on your table as an entree, I mean, to me, this is perfect.
Lunch was on Anderson Seafood.
Lunch was on. Listen, now that is what you call a compliment to the chef. I mean, you know, compliment to Anderson
Seafood. And if there's a little side of bread, it'll whisk that right up. But you know what? The flavor is so good. You will not be sorry. But remember, everything you order here at QVC, you have a 30-day love it or return it policy. So if you don't love it, you can absolutely call us and let us know. And you get this in time for Mother's Day.
Perfect.
So grab all 12 of the 5-ounce fillets, wild caught, important to state, and their lemon pepper sole. You'll be so happy that you did. Rick Roman, I'll see you again in a moment.
See you in a little bit, yep.
Thanks for lunch, my friend.
Oh, my pleasure.
Woo!